Hello, this is Joe Pryor of the virtualrealestateteam.com in Oklahoma City, a part of Redbud Realty and Associates. And I want to talk to those financially distressed homeowners again today that are in the Oklahoma City area. I do something on a constant basis. I look and see when people get to the point where I know they're going to go into foreclosure, and that's typically the 6-month mark because we are a judicial state, and in a judicial state you have to file at that point with a judge. And you know, you've got 6 months of payments behind, interest and penalties, and probably about $4,000 to $7,000 already in attorney's fees that the lender has put on there in order to go through the foreclosure process. And so chances are you're not going to be able to make it. And you've got to look for alternatives at that point. Now, we have an electronic system where I can see who it's been filed against and when and by what mortgage company, but this is what's disturbing. For instance, 5 that I looked up today in the Edmond market on that, it wasn't that just there was a mortgage that the lender filed against. They're going to have to file against everybody that possibly has a lien against the property. And in many cases, I'm looking at the State Tax Commission, the IRS. I also see homeowners association, financial institutions. And what that means is not only do you have a mortgage or maybe 2 mortgages, but you have some significant third-party liens on there, in some cases 4 or 5 that I saw today. Only 1 was a normal filing where they were just behind on the mortgage. And what I want to tell you is this: if you know you're in financial distress, don't just quit and just say, I'm going to throw my hands up and whatever happens, happens. What you've got to do is you've got to communicate on a constant basis with people that can put a lien on your property, because it can take the short sale off the table if that happens. So in other words, if it's the IRS, get a payment plan going. Do not ignore these people. They're going to get their money. They're going to seize your bank account if they have to. Talk to them about that. Do some kind of a payment plan. Homeowners associations, whatever it happens to be, what you need to do is constantly communicate with them. In the homeowners association, say, look, if you file a lien against me, I may not be able to do a short sale, which gets me out of the mortgage, keeps a foreclosure out of this neighborhood, which is important to you, and then you get someone in that's financially okay. You've got to be upfront and honest with these people. If you want us to help you, you've got to help yourself first. Now, I know in some cases this is not possible. Some of you out there are so deep into this that there is no way out. But in many cases, when I have talked to people who have these third-party liens, invariably they quit communicating. They quit talking to anybody. Oh my God, the IRS, I'm scared to death of them. I can't talk to them. That is not the way. They're just trying to get their money, and they want their money somehow. And if you can say, look, here's my situation, you know, here's how much money I have coming in. I'm not making ends meet, but you know, I know you guys are important. I know you owe money. Let me give you, you know, $100, $200. What can we do in order for you to not put a lien on the property? Maybe you can't prevent it. Maybe it's too big, but often you can get in these situations where if you do need to do a short sale to get out of the mortgage, not have a tax lien, not have a deficiency judgment that comes from foreclosure, this is the best course of action. You're more than welcome to call me and let me advise you. Now, I am not a CPA, I'm not an attorney. If it comes down to that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some recommendations on that of those kinds of people that can help you. But I've been through a lot of short sales. We've done over 40 short sales every year successfully for the last 4 years now. And so what we want to do is let our experience works for you, help it work for you. And so please call me, get a contact with me. You can contact me at joe@joepryor.com. You can go to the website, avoidforeclosureoklahoma.com. There's phone numbers to call. There's information on there. Do not bury your head in the sand. Deal with these third-party liens. Allow someone to help you. This is Joe Pryor with the virtualrealestateteam.com in Oklahoma City, where we deliver traditional real estate values at the speed of technology.